This is Chris Videos. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. It'll all be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Monday Night Raw, February 13th, 2023 reviews. So here we go, discussing about this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Now we kick off the show with the man, Becky Lynch. She comes down, she got Adam Pearce with her, and she starts talking about how last week her friend Lita came down to help her take out Damage Control so she can actually go one-on-one and beat Bayley inside the steel cage last week and all that. And they had to show the footage and everything that happened last week, But then Becky Lynch was like, but since I'm done with Damage Control, now I need to move on to bigger and better things, and that is going to go back for my championship. She said that she wants to enter into the Elimination Chamber match. That's what she told Adam Pearce, so she can go face Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. So yeah, that's what Becky Lynch said. But then she gets interrupted by Bayley. Bayley comes out and she tells Becky Lynch that, that it wasn't fair that Lita came down and helped her out last week and all that. And Becky was like, well, it was fair because all she had to do was take out your people and so I could actually have a one-on-one match with you and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what Becky was saying. And Bayley was talking about how nobody wants to see Becky versus Bianca again at WrestleMania and all that. And, Becky starts talking crap. Bayley starts talking about how she's a Grand Slam champion and all that. And Becky was like, well, you don't know how to main event WrestleMania because I did. And Bayley was talking about how she actually successfully defended all her titles at WrestleMania. And Becky was like, well, shoot, I won the SmackDown and Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania on the same night. So yeah, they was just going back and forth at it and everything. Bayley wants to be into the Elimination Chamber match and all that stuff. But then all of a sudden, the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair comes out and she says that she wants to be facing all challengers and all that stuff. So yeah, she was cutting a pretty good promo and everything in this situation. And then Adam Pearce makes a match, actually. He says that tonight on Raw, it will be Bianca Belair versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch. Now, if Becky or Bayley wins the match or whatever, they will be into the Elimination Chamber match, and then the match will start off as a triple threat match. 7 people in the Elimination Chamber, like they did back in 2018 or whatever. So yeah, same concept pretty much. And they said Bianca wins, neither one of them will be in that match. So yeah, that's what Adam Pearce said, and the match was made official. Later on tonight, all 3 be facing off in a triple threat match. And then after that, we see Byron Saxton interviewing Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio, the Judgment Day backstage, because they got a match against the Street Profits, and Dominic was talking about how he knows that Damian is going to go into that Elimination Chamber and win the United States Championship, and that Rhea Ripley is not here tonight because she's still traveling around the world, but she said that she'll be there at Elimination Chamber, and her and Finn Balor will pick up the win for that match. So yeah, that's what Dominic was saying. And then Finn Balor was talking about how the Street Profits always says that they want the smoke and all that. Well, we'll bring it to them and all that stuff. So yeah, up next it'll be the Judgment Day versus the Street Profits up next in the tag team match. And more matches still to come. Seth Rollins will be on Miz TV. They got a contract signing with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. And not only that, we'll see Asuka, Carmella, and Nikki Cross versus Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and Natalya in a 6-women's tag team match, Raw versus SmackDown. So yeah, that match will be later on tonight as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing to happen on Monday Night Raw, it was the first match of the night. It was a tag team match. It was Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest with Dominic Mysterio at ringside, the Judgment Day. So yeah, Rhea Ripley's not there tonight and everything. And we get to the match. It was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth between the Street Profits and the Judgment Day. At one point, the Street Profits was going to pick up the win because we seen Angelo Dawkins lift up Finn Balor for the electric chair, and then that's when Montez Ford jumps off the top turnbuckle with a super blockbuster onto Finn Balor. Dawkins pins Balor 1, 2, Finn Balor barely kicking out at 2. Damian Priest is trying to interfere, and Montez Ford clotheslines him over the top rope, runs to the ropes, jumps over the top rope with a front flip onto Damian Priest, taking him out. And then we see Dominic Mysterio climbing onto the ring apron. Angelo Dawkins grabs him, tosses him into the ring, and pretty much hits a massive shoulder block onto him, taking him out. But then Finn Balor hits a sling blade onto Angelo Dawkins as soon as he turns around, and then he hits a drop kick onto him into the corner, climbs up the top turnbuckle, jumps off the top turnbuckle with the coup de grace onto Angelo Dawkins, and pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, the Judgment Day defeated the Street Profits tonight in a tag team match. That's what happened. But then, after the match ended, the Judgment Day decides to start attacking the Street Profits after the match. And then that led to Edge and Beth Phoenix running out there. Edge gets out there fighting with the Judgment Day, and the Street Profits is going at it with Judgment Day as well. But then Beth Phoenix gets in there, beats down Dominic, about to hit the Glam Slam onto him. But then all of a sudden, Rhea Ripley was there. She attacks Beth Phoenix from behind and hits the Riptide onto Beth Phoenix, laying her out. And then Edge runs back into the ring, and all 4 members of the Judgment Day quickly got out. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff what happened after the match. And the match was pretty good itself. I'll give that match and what happened after the match 3 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was pretty good stuff. So yeah, that's what happened there. Really good. Pretty much start to kick off Raw. But yeah, later on tonight we'll see Seth Rollins on Miz TV as well. And we will see Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar have that contract signing. A 6-women's tag team match will be later on tonight. And then we got that triple threat match with Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, and Bayley. So yeah, all of those matches and stuff is later on tonight. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing to happen on Monday Night Raw, we go into the next segment where we see Brock Lesnar entering into the ring because Adam Pearce is already there, and we are setting up for the contract signing for Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley for Elimination Chamber this Saturday. So yeah, for their 3rd match. But yep, Brock Lesnar comes down there, and he already tells Adam Pearce, like, hey, I already signed the damn contract. Now let's go ahead and bring Bobby Lashley out here. I don't want to wait no more and everything like that. And then Adam Pearce introduces Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's theme song hits, and all of a sudden we see a bunch of security guards walk out, standing in a line and stuff on the ramp. And then we see some people bringing out a table and a chair. And Bobby Lashley finally comes out. He sits down in that chair, but the table and stuff is up there on the ramp. So yeah. And he starts talking crap to Brock Lesnar, talking about, I already eliminated you from the Royal Rumble and all that, and I already beat you once at the Rumble last year and all that stuff, and I don't need nothing else to prove myself. And Brock Lesnar is getting pissed off even more, and he tells Bobby Lashley, come down there and sign the contract right now. Bobby Lashley wouldn't, so Brock Lesnar said, okay, I'm going to go down there and get you two. And then he gets out the ring. Security guards gets in his way. He starts beating down the security guards. But then he runs into Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley throws him over him, making him do a front flip. Pretty much a back body drop onto the ramp. And then he spears Brock Lesnar and signs the contract. So yeah, the match is now made official. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley at Elimination Chamber this Saturday. But yep, that's what happened. Pretty good segment though between those two guys. Hopefully this is going to be like the last match between Lesnar and Lashley. 3 times is good enough for me, for sure. So yeah, hopefully that'll be it. But yeah, pretty good segment, like I said, and yeah, go check it out if you have yet. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a 1-on-1 match. It was Piper Niven versus Mia Yim 1-on-1. And the reason why this match is happening is because of what happened last week, where Piper Niven goes up face-to-face with Candice LeRae, and Mia Yim had to get into the middle of them. So yeah, that's why this match is happening tonight. And it was an okay match. It was going back and forth and everything. Piper Niven was doing pretty good. And, Mia Yim was trying to do some stuff to finish off Piper Niven. But at the ending, it was not enough because Mia Yim was trying to eat the feet onto Piper Niven, but then Piper Niven reverses it, pushes her to the ropes, and then hits that spinning sidewalk slam. I think she calls it the Loch Ness Slam or something like that. I think that's what the announcer called it. So yeah, she hits that move, which is, I guess, her new finisher now, and she pinned Mia Yim for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Piper Niven defeated Mia Yim tonight on Monday Night Raw. That's what happened. It was an okay match. Nothing really too special for that match. I'll give it 1.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. This is like Piper Niven's first win since returning. She got eliminated in the Rumble after returning, and then last week on Raw, she lost in that Fatal 4-Way match, and yeah, she finally picks up a win now. Hopefully she'll be like a dominant threat now since she's the heel, in the women's division. But yeah, hopefully that's the case. And yeah, it was just really good at Piper Niven picked up the win. So yeah, like I said, I'll give that match 1.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. And then after that, they started showing a clip for what happened, SmackDown and everything with the Usos retaining the tag team titles and everything against Braun Strowman and Ricochet. So yeah, they were showing the footage of all that stuff, and then Paul Heyman walking up talking to Jimmy Uso, and then Sami Zayn walking up talking to Jey Uso at one point. So yeah, that's what they showed. Pretty good video package for what they showed from last week's SmackDown. Really good stuff, I guess. So yeah, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was an incredible segment. But before we get to talking about that, they were showing what happened last week on Raw with Baron Corbin losing his match against Dexter Lumis, and then pretty much JBL saying pretty much like, I'm leaving your side now, you piece of crap, I'm out. And Baron Corbin was about to get interviewed about that backstage up until they said the guy cut away right when he was about to start talking, and down comes Sami Zayn. So yeah, Sami Zayn comes through the crowd and everything wearing the hoodie, and he gets into the ring. And the only reason he's out there is because he wants to call out Cody Rhodes. So he says, Cody Rhodes, can you please come down here? Cody Rhodes makes his way down to the ring, and he gets in the ring. And this segment was freaking incredible. I cannot do it justice by talking about it, really. You just gonna have to go and watch the segment itself. So, like, Sami Zayn makes everything, like, gold at this point, and same for Cody Rhodes, and then just imagine both of them being in the ring. Like, the crowd was hot for it. They was chanting, "This is awesome." They was doing the Ole chant and all that stuff. So, yeah, the crowd was just going crazy for this segment with Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn. They was just on fire for this one, Like, not even gonna lie, every segment that Sammy or Cody's in the show is like my favorite segment of the show. Like, I am dead ass about that. Like, it was just that good. So yeah, let's go ahead and get down to it. So yeah, Cody Rhodes asks Sami Zayn, like, why did he call him down and stuff? And Sami Zayn explains, he goes like, well, you said something last week when you was in that segment with Paul Heyman, and you said that you think that I can beat that he believed that he can beat Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes, and he wants to know if Cody Rhodes is just saying it just to say it, or if he actually believes in him. And Cody Rhodes looks at him, he goes like, Sammy, to be honest, I 100% believe that you can beat Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber, and I actually believe that you will main event WrestleMania with me defending the titles. So yeah, that's what Cody Rhodes was saying, and Sami Zayn was like, look, like, I understand, like, you, and Cody Rhodes asked Sami Zayn, he goes like, do you believe that you can beat Roman Reigns? And he starts talking about, like, look, like, the bloodline, they're just too damn good. Like, Roman Reigns just saying he's in God mode is just not a catchphrase. He's, like, legitimately in God mode. That's the freaking high level that Roman Reigns is in. And that's what Sami Zayn was talking about. And he was saying, he's been in the battle 10, I can't even say the word, but he's been like battles with the bloodline and all that for over 9 months, and he knows how the bloodline operates. They always got a plan for everything to pick up a win. So yeah, that's what Sami Zayn was talking about. But he goes like, do you think, like you said, if I believe that I can beat Roman Reigns? He goes like, yes, I do believe I can beat Roman Reigns. I believe I can take the titles from Reigns, and I believe that I can main event WrestleMania and go against you. And Cody Rhodes was like, okay, that's good. That's good. And he looks at Sami Zayn, he goes like, look, after Elimination Chamber, I don't want to see you back on Monday Night Raw next week. I want to see you at WrestleMania. And that's what he said, and that was just freaking amazing. That segment, the whole segment was just amazing. Like I said, I can't do it justice, but you're going to have to go check it out if you haven't yet. Sami Zayn puts that back on the hoodie, he just goes back through the crowd and everything, just really cool stuff. But yeah, like a 10 out of 10 segment, I really love that. That's easily going to be my favorite segment. We still got like an hour and a half for Raw, so yeah. I think that would be my favorite segment right there. But then after that, we see Carmella getting ready and stuff for the 6 women's tag team match. And then Nikki Cross comes up. Carmella tells Nikki Cross, hey, where have you been at? I've been looking for you. And she says that she's been playing hide and go seek with her new friend and all that stuff. And she goes like, well, you're just weird and all that stuff. Just laughing. Nikki Cross is laughing. And then Asuka comes up and she takes off the mask and she got the face paint on. And, she's just acting crazy. And Nikki Cross is acting crazy. And Carmella was like, you know what? I'm out. And she dips out. And Nikki Cross and Asuka's getting face to face and stuff, acting wild. And then Candice LeRae comes up asking Nikki Cross what is it all about for her, following her to the airport this morning and all that stuff. And Nikki Cross just laughs and walks away. So yeah, that's what happened there. Okay. But yeah, later on tonight, that 6 women's tag team match on Raw. But yeah, I will see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing to happen on Monday Night Raw, now we go into the next segment, actually, which leads into a match. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So yeah, Kathy Kelly's finally back there, and she's going to interview Baron Corbin finally. Last time she was trying to interview him, he got interrupted because of Sami Zayn or whatever being in the ring. So yeah, Baron Corbin just starts talking a lot of crap, talking about he don't care about JBL, how he can do better all by himself anyways. JBL was holding him down. And he goes for the Rumble, Lesnar attacked him, and that's why he got eliminated so quick and everything, and JBL has been holding him down since. So he says he could do better, and then he starts talking crap about Sami Zayn, talking about how he's not going to beat Roman Reigns, how he was the last person to ever beat Roman Reigns, to actually pin him and stuff. So yeah, that's what Baron Corbin was talking about. And then he starts talking crap about Cody Rhodes, talking about how Cody Rhodes is going to go to WrestleMania, but he's going to still lose to Roman Reigns, and he is nothing just like his brother or his dad. And Cody Rhodes was listening too, because he came back through the curtains and all that. And as soon as he heard that, Cody Rhodes starts attacking Baron Corbin backstage. Both of them's going at it. They go out to the ramp and stuff, going at it. Cody Rhodes called for a referee. Referee comes down. They finally make it into the ring. Both of them's going at it back and forth and everything. Corbin takes him down. He tells the referee finally ring the bell. It's an impromptu match. Both of them's going at it. And then we get to the ending where Cody Rhodes hit the Cody Cutter onto Baron Corbin. Waits for him to get back up, and then he hits Crossroads on Corbin. And by the way, he's not wearing his regular attire. He's actually wearing that suit and stuff that he was wearing. So yeah, and then he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Cody Rhodes defeats Baron Corbin tonight on Monday Night Raw. That's what happened. For that match, I'll give it 1.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was just showing the aggressiveness from Cody Rhodes, really. So yeah, that's what happened there. But then after that, we see Natalya, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez talking backstage. Natalya was somehow how they all deserve their spots into the women's elimination chamber match, and how Becky Lynch and Bayley should not try to get into it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what Natalya was saying. And then Natalya and Liv Morgan starts arguing, and Raquel was like, hey, stop. And then Liv Morgan makes her way down to the ring. So yeah, up next it'll be that 6 women's tag team match up next on Raw. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a 6 women's tag team match. It was Asuka, Carmella, and Nikki Cross versus Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and Natalya in a 6 women's tag team match. It was an okay 6 women's tag team match. Everybody pretty much shined in this match. We see Natalya locking on the sharpshooter at one point in the beginning of this match on Carmella until that submission got broken up and everything. But then we get to the ending of this match where Natalya gets taken out. Raquel's in the ring. Carmella was trying to jump off the top turnbuckle to hit a crossbody onto her, but Raquel catches her in the air. And then we see Nikki Cross jumping onto Raquel's back and trying to lock on a sleeper hold and stuff. And, Raquel's trying to fight out of it and all that while she's holding both of them up. And then Asuka comes up, hitting a big roundhouse kick onto Raquel, taking her out. And then we see Nikki Cross and Carmella looking at her, and then Nikki Cross turns around. She gets hit with a big roundhouse kick by her own tag team partner, Asuka, and then Asuka hits her with a German suplex. Carmella turns around. She gets beat down as well, getting hit with a German suplex and getting hit with a big roundhouse kick by Asuka as well. See, Asuka's just taking out everybody. Liv Morgan comes running up until Asuka takes her down, pretty much locking on a submission with both of her arms. Pulling her back and all that stuff, making her tap out. So yeah, Asuka, Carmella, and Nikki Cross defeated Natalia, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez tonight in the 6 Women's Tag Team match, and Asuka was like the only one standing tall in this match. So yeah, that's what happened. Asuka looking like a badass. Have no doubt that she's going to win the Women's Elimination Chamber match. But yep, that's what happened there. It was an okay match. For that match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it, because of Asuka looking pretty much badass, just taking out every single body. So yeah, that's why I'll give that match pretty good stuff. But yeah, and then after that, we see Otis and Chad Gable backstage. Otis is eating a hot dog. Chad Gable gets onto him about eating a hot dog, and he says it's bad for you. And then we see the Maximum Male models come up. Maxine Dupree, Mace, and Mansoor come up. And, when Chad Gable threw the hot dog, it hit Mansoor in the face. And then Maxine was like, I want to talk about modeling and all that stuff. And Chad Gable was like, I've been doing some modeling and stuff. I'm pretty good and all that stuff. And Maxine was like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Otis. And yeah, that's what happened there. And Otis was like, oh, Otis, and stuff like that. And she hands him his card and walks away. And then Chad Gable starts talking crap about the card. And then Bronson Reed comes up looking at them and walks away, because up next, Bronson Reed will be taking on Mustafa Ali up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. So the next thing to happen on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was Bronson Reed versus Mustafa Ali one-on-one. And the reason why this match is happening is because of what happened last week. Apparently, Mustafa Ali was complaining to Dolph Ziggler and stuff last week. And then Bronson Reed comes up talking about, oh, if you want to keep on complaining, how about you face me in a match next week on Raw? And that's why this match came all about. But yeah, it was a pretty good match or whatever. Bronson Reed showing his strength and everything, just picked up Mustafa Ali and tosses him over the barricade onto a bunch of chairs and stuff, laying him out. Ali was trying to do pretty good. Like, he hit that tornado DDT onto Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed just kept on fighting back. He takes down Ali. He climbs up the top turnbuckle and hits a tsunami onto Mustafa Ali and pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, Bronson Reed defeated Mustafa Ali tonight on Monday Night Raw. For that match, I'll give it 1.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay match. Well, I'll give it 2 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay match between Bronson Reed and Mustafa Ali. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, we see Kathy Kelly interviewing Edge and Beth Phoenix backstage. And Edge and Beth Phoenix said that they're going to show Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley and the rest of Judgment Day of what they're going to be doing this Sunday at Elimination Chamber, where they beat them. So yeah, that's what Edge and Beth Phoenix was talking about. Edge was talking about how he's tired of the Judgment Day. He wants to end it all this Sunday. So yeah, that's what happened there. Really good stuff. But up next, we're going to be seeing The Miz hosting Miz TV up next with Seth Rollins. So yeah, that segment will be happening up next on Raw. But yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing to happen on Monday Night Raw. Now we kick off the next segment with The Miz. Miz comes out hosting Miz TV. He was talking about how he should be in the Elimination Chamber match, but he's not. But then he goes like, it's not about me. It's about me, guy host Miz TV. So yeah, he introduces his guest, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins comes out with like these big ass red rain boots, it looks like, and stuff. He comes out, and Miz was talking about the Elimination Chamber match, but then he brings up the topic of Logan Paul. And Seth Rollins did not like that. He goes like, I don't want to talk about Logan Paul. Logan Paul didn't do much in the business. He said, I did everything in the business, but I just never did one thing, and that was main event, WrestleMania. And I've been wanting to do that. That's always been my dream, and I'm going to try to accomplish that dream. And Miz was talking about, well, you got to be careful from Logan Paul and all that. And he goes like, I'm getting sick and tired of you. You're pretty, Miz, you're stupid, but you're not that stupid now, are you? And then Miz was like, I am not stupid. And then it was like, well, sounds like you're pretty stupid to me. And then the fans starts calling Miz stupid. He goes like, I am not stupid and all that. And then Seth Rollins just punches him in the face. Rollins just beating him down and stuff. Austin Theory comes up because Seth was trying to hit the curb stomp onto Miz. Theory grabs Seth, drags him out the ring. Both of them brawling, but Seth lays him out. He's about to hit the curb stomp on Austin Theory outside of the ring. Miz drop kicks him with a basement drop kick and then throws Seth back into the ring. He was trying to hit the skull crusher finale onto Seth, and Seth reverses it by rolling him through. He hits a super kick on the Miz, and then he hits this curb stomp onto Miz with those big ass red rain boots. So yeah, I don't know what those are called. I don't know, but yeah, that's what happened there. And then as soon as Seth turns around, he gets lifted up on Austin Theory's shoulders, and Austin Theory has A-Town down onto him. So yeah, Seth Rollins got laid out after the fact anyways. And then we see Rick Boogs and Elias backstage, and Elias was talking about how he's been getting a lot of comparisons of Rick Boogs, but he says if Rick Boogs wins tonight, maybe he'll collaborate with him with music. So yeah, that's what he said. But up next, it'll be Miz versus Rick Boogs up next on Raw. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw is a one-on-one match. It was The Miz versus Rick Boogs. Now, Rick Boogs makes his way down. The people already took down the set of Miz TV. Miz was still hurting after what happened to him with Seth Rollins and stuff, and he grabs the mic and he goes like, I am not ready for this match because of what just happened and everything. And the referee still rung the bell, and then the match gets underway. Miz was trying to fight back, but Rick Boogs just beats him down, starts curling him and stuff, and tosses him down. Lifts him up for like the military press, drops him with the world's strongest slam, pinning Miz for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Rick Boogs defeated the Miz, and I give that match a half of a star. That's why I'll give it. Really nothing. It was just Rick Boogs picking up another win over Miz. Yeah, Miz just getting really jobbed out a lot lately. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yep, after that we see Chelsea Green backstage talking to... Chelsea Green was backstage talking to Adam Pearce, and she says she wants to be in that match, that triple threat match, and try to get her way into the Elimination Chamber match. Adam Pearce was like, no, and then he walks away. And she says she's going to file a complaint. So yeah, that's what happened there. So yeah, see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was the main event. But before we talk about that triple threat match, there was an interview with the Judgment Day with Rhea Ripley and them. And Rhea Ripley was talking about how her and Finn Balor will beat Edge and Beth Phoenix at Elimination Chamber, and how Damian Priest will walk out as a new United States champion. And then they'll go to WrestleMania. Damian Priest as the U.S. champion, and then Rhea Ripley says she's going to challenge Charlotte Flair and beat her for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So yeah, that's what the Judgment Day said. But then we get to the main event. It was the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch versus Bayley in the triple threat match. And this match, it was a pretty good match. It was all going back and forth. Couldn't figure out who was going to win. Now, if Becky and Bayley wins, if one of them wins, they'll be into that Elimination Chamber match. It'll be 7 people instead of 6. If Bianca wins, none of them will go into that match. So yeah, that's the stipulation for this match. It was a pretty good match. At one point, we see Becky hit the manhandle slam on a Bayley. Looks like it was going to be all over there. Pins her. 1, 2, damage control, drags her out of the ring, breaking up the pin. So yeah, Dakota Kai and Io Sky was at ringside. They was beating down Becky Lynch through it to the ring post and everything. Bianca was doing pretty good against Bayley, beating her down and everything. But then all of a sudden, Dakota Kai was trying to interfere, and Bianca grabs Dakota, and then that's when Io Sky comes up, drop kicking her on the side of the head. Bayley rolls her up for a pin. 1, 2, Bianca barely kicking out at 2. But then after that, we see everybody from the Women's Elimination Chamber match: Asuka, Raquel Rodriguez, Carmella, Nikki Cross, Natalia and Liv Morgan come out brawling with damage control. Io Sky climbs up the top turnbuckle, and then Bianca grabs Io Sky, throws her over the top rope onto everybody outside of the ring. And then Bayley tries to take out Bianca. Becky comes back in, hits the manhandle slam onto Bayley, and then Bianca comes up grabbing Becky Lynch, lifting her up, and hits the KOD onto Becky Lynch on top of Bayley, and then Bianca pins Bayley for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair defeated Bayley and Becky Lynch tonight in the triple threat match. So Becky Lynch and Bayley would not be into that Elimination Chamber match. So there's just going to be 6 people. But yep, that's what happened there. Pretty good match. Match of the night for me. For that match, I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good match. Segment of the night: Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn. That was the best segment on Raw tonight. Like, best thing that happened on Raw tonight. Go check it out if you haven't yet. That segment was really good. Crowd was red hot with both of them and all that stuff. And then match of the night was the main event. But yeah, for tonight's Monday Night Raw, I'd give it 7.5 stars. I'll give it 7 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good episode. Should have been a little bit more added to it, maybe, but this is what it is. It's the go-home show for Elimination Chamber. But yeah, that has been my Monday Night Raw reviews for tonight. Like I said, tonight's episode, I'll give it 7 stars. The match itself, 3.5 for the main event. So yeah. But yeah, like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. They'll all be down there in the description box. This has been my Monday Night Raw reviews. I'll be doing my AEW Dynamite reviews this Wednesday, SmackDown reviews on Friday, Elimination Chamber reviews on Saturday, and I'll be doing my Elimination Chamber predictions maybe on Thursday or Friday or something like that. It'll be sometime this week. But yeah, that has been my Monday Night Raw reviews, and I will see you guys later. Until then.